Okay, this is for you if sampling sounds confusing to you. I'll try and explain sampling as if you were 12, because honestly, that's when it finally makes sense. Imagine you are doing a study on how breakfast habits affect academic performance among high school students, right? Your population is all high school students, but obviously you can't study every high school student unless you have superpowers. So you pick a sample, and a sample is a smaller group that represents the big group. So let's break down the sampling techniques using simple example. So the first sampling technique is called simple random sampling. This is just like picking from a hat. So you write, this is like writing every student's name on a piece of paper, tossing them in a bowl and picking randomly. In this scenario, everyone has the same chance of being selected. Example, you randomly select 100 students from a school database. You randomly select. So everybody has an equal chance of being selected. Then the next sampling technique is stratified sampling. So in this scenario, we make groups first, then we pick. So groups first, then we pick. So imagine the school has 200 freshmen, 150 sophomores, 100 juniors, and 50 seniors. If you pick randomly, you might end up with probably too many first years and barely any last years, right? But with stratified sampling, you group them first and then randomly select from each group. This ensures that each grade level is fairly represented. So, for example, you take 10% from each grade. So, 10% from the freshman class, another 10% from the sophomore class, another 10% from the junior class, and another 10% from the senior class. So, stratified sampling, you group them first and then you randomly pick. Then this brings us to the next type, which is systematic sampling. Let's say you line up the whole school list alphabetically. So instead of picking random names, you decide to pick every 10th student or every 7th student or 8th student. That is systematic. This is very simple, fast, and structured. So you are not doing it like the simple random sampling, right? You are just choosing it in a systematic order. So every 10th student in the list of students in that register. So that is systematic sampling. Then we have convenience sampling, which is just asking the question, who is available right now? This is like standing in the cafeteria and surveying whoever walks by. So anybody that you come in contact with, because it is convenient, you survey them. This is easy, but sometimes, not even sometimes, it's usually not very accurate. For example, you interview the first 50 students who happen to be free after class. That is convenience sampling, right? Then we move to the next one, which is purposive sampling. So you pick exactly who you need. This is usually done when you need specific people. For example, you choose participants based on certain criteria. For example, you are looking for only students who eat breakfast every single day for the past month. So you only choose these people. Or you're only looking for students who have diabetes or who are smokers. So that is purposive sampling. You pick exactly who you need. Then we also have snowball sampling. This is just a case of tell a friend to tell a friend. So this is used when your target group is very, very hard to find. So if you're able to get the first person, so you interview one person and then they invite someone else who is also similar to them. And that someone else also invites another person and it continues like that. So it's a snowball sampling. For example, you are studying students who fast for religious reasons. You may start with one participant who then refers to other people that he or she fasts with. So that is snowball sampling. So again, let's recap. Random is more like picking from a hat. Then stratified, you make groups and pick from each. Systematic could be every 10 students. Then convenience is whoever is available or nearby. Then purposive is you pick only people who fit your criteria. Snowball is one person leads you to others. So that's it.